It's your girl
Black
Diamond.
Diamond.
Yes, got me all up.
All right, let me get my blood pressure back up. Listen to me. Your husband stayed with you because you got pregnant. Don't think he stayed with you because he liked the way you controlling him. And the fact that you're going to say something like, oh, he wears the pants in the family. Bullshit. No man is going to say that after you emasculate him by telling him he's a pussy and he needs to grow some balls. Are you kidding me? You are a monster, lady. Anybody in their right mind would have walked away from this. I don't know what you got hanging over his head. Maybe he cried to you a couple times. Maybe he told you some skeletons in his closet. But you are a horrible lady. I'm done. And I'm going to drop because I know that 25 is rolling. You probably got about $100 sitting in there.
It's not rolling. Just don't drop because I want to hear her response. And then so don't drop. Just y'all stop having the PTSD. Okay, Miss Grant, chime in.
Okay, first of all, I'm not a monster. Second, from day one, when we got married and moved into our home, and we had invited her to the courthouse. Let me check you on something, okay? She was invited to the courthouse to witness the marriage of her son. Not one time did I tell this man he had to marry me. He made that choice. He chose to stand up there before God and company and say, I do. It's number one. Number two, when we moved into our house and she decided to get on her broomstick, fly to Orlando, roll up in my shit and tell me to my face, I choose my son's wives. That was to jump off for me. I am not going to stand there and watch my husband not defend me. I didn't feel defended or protected. And I say, you do need to find your balls as a man and stand up. I'm your wife now. Your mother ain't going to come up in here and disrespect me. And the more we were about to come to blows, and yes, I sat in jail for 24 hours. I made no bones about that. But I let him know on the way home, you know, hey, we're going to make some choices today. Life is about choices. We either going to choose to stay married or we're going to go ahead and choose to get divorced. Okay? And from that point going forward, like I told him 22 years ago and even today, your mother come and visit, I'll put out on iDrive and the most expensive thing I can, find for her, but she's not staying in the house, period. Because she initiated this. And he did not defend me or protect me as his wife in the state of Florida. And no, as his wife, I am owed respect. Okay, if I would have stood there and just let her keep coming with no defense and pregnant, okay, then what would have been the outcome? I would have just been nothing to her to this very day. Let me check you on something. Okay, she still has nothing good to say. She still wants to challenge me when she gets the opportunity. She gaslights me. She is the most evil person I've ever met. Okay? So
that is because her son was not.
She doesn't like me. For whatever reason, we are not going to ever be friends, and I'm good with it 22 years later. And I know that if we decided that this marriage is over tomorrow, that is our choice. But 22 years ago, he made the choice, and I made the choice to stay together in this marriage. And we made some other choices. And from that day to this one, she abides by it. She abides by it. When she come to Orlando, she don't get to sleep in this house. No. Put her in a hotel. Because if we're in the same house, shit gonna happen.
Do you feel like he stayed?
All right, well, hold on. Let me respond back real quick. All right.
No,
People in the comments, they said I went too far. I don't think I went far enough. He is scared of you.
He is not scared of me.
Down there.
Can I come to
today, if he wanted to, he's not. What is he scared of?
He's scared. Look at your attitude. You are
he can't even have a private conversation with his mom. Of course he's scared of you.
His
holding him hostage.
Can
I hold a grown-ass man hostage?
That mother is not good.
You are definitely holding him
hostage.
That's why you want to know why he doesn't come to your defense.
And let his mother disrespect me.
You want to know why he doesn't come to your defense? Because his mom is his security, not you. He doesn't find safety and comfort in you.
Security, sweetheart.
He does
His
not
mom,
find safety and
not
comfort
his
in you.
security.
I want to come to Miss
He
Grant's
has
It's definitely not
22
Denise,
you.
please mute.
keys.
I'm gonna tell you this: when that night when the police came, who did he side with? He found safety and security in his mom. His mom will always be there
The
for
next
him,
day when
not
I
you
put my ass
calling him
home,
names and
I
belittling
agree with
him.
this guy.
he's
He's
there with
right. I
me.
agree with him. As a married woman myself, I agree with him.
Miss
Okay,
Grant,
so y'all
I
hold
He
can't
is
on.
even
my
tell you
Hold
when I
servant.
on.
first heard you
Hold
talking,
on.
I
Okay, so
felt
y'all,
so bad for
Sky.
you.
Okay, so Sky, hold tight.
I
Y'all
did
hold
too.
tight.
I did too.
Sky, hold tight. Don't let your PTSD kick in, y'all. Let me put my disclaimers out here. Hold tight. Tap the screen, y'all. I have over 1,300 people in here. Tap the screen. The 10,000 in the hallways. Hey, y'all.
I got you
Tap the
10,000,
screen,
baby.
y'all. Follow the host. Follow the hottest show on TikTok in the AM. Follow the host. I cannot make this up.
Yes.
We have a policy over here, you guys, where you can pay 25 to drop the box, 50 to bring that person back up. When I say your final words, that means someone paid to drop you. Okay. It's all love over here. Don't take it, don't be offended by it. It's all love over here, y'all. Tap the screen though. Tap the screen. Send Diamond her gifts. Send Diamond her
Yes,
gifts,
fact.
y'all. Denise, honey, say your
I just
final
wanted
words, babe.
to defend. I just wanted to defend Miss Grant here. I don't think she's wrong. I think it's the case of
I'll tell you right.
the mother has a really unhealthy relationship with her son.
So, Mike.
And I think it comes down to the fact that you need to be okay with the fact that you're a parent and you live your life trying to make your kids be respectful and honest and loving and everything that you can, and you send them off into your life and you send them off into their life as what they need to be. And I feel like for Miss Grant, I feel like her mother-in-law was trying to I feel like she was trying to work her way into her life because she felt like her son was
Let's go,
coming
GT.
out of her grasp.
Okay,
I feel like that's
1 minute limit. Thank you.
All right.
You guys are fucked. Like, come on, really? Seriously? That's bullshit.
It's a 1 minute limit, baby.
Yeah.
1 minute limit.
That's cool.
Hold on, Trey, y'all.
Yeah,
Hold on, Trey.
your ideology of what a marriage is not great.
He doesn't have
It needs respect. It needs
this man who spoke right now. He has a very healthy
Hold
relationship
on.
with his mother.
I don't know that that's true because it needs respect. And when it comes down to it, Miss Grant, I feel for you, babe. I feel like I had the best mother-in-law I could have ever asked for. She was my best friend and we enjoyed time together, right? We met each other as friends and she didn't hold her son as her
Let's go,
be-all
Jazz.
and end-all in her life. Like, I don't know where the husband went, but it seems like the son is the reason to grasp onto. And for some reason, the wife is what we hate on. And I think that that's really sad. We are here as parents.
Okay, Denise, babe.
Parents as actually,
Denise, honey, your words.
Just jump.
Your final words is too long.
our children are respectful adults.
Denise. You see Diamond trying to talk. Don't act like that. You been on the
Denise,
show.
babe, I gotta rotate you, babe. I gotta rotate you.
You try to be respectful adults and good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. All right.
Good Lord.
Simon, Shay.
I got to go to the bear. I got to go. Bye, Diamond.
Hi, Roro.
Ooh, Miss Denise, I've been up here before. I don't know why
I think
she
the
acting
best
like that.
the best thing you can do right now is allow him to have a private conversation with his mom. At least I think
Shay,
that's the
honey,
best
your
thing.
mic muted. I gotta let other people in the box. Shay, your mic is muted, honey. All right. So, Miss Grant, let me ask you a question, babe. Do you feel like your husband is scared of you?
No, he's not. There's nothing stopping this man. He goes to work every day. He can call his mama from his job or whatever. What I'm talking about, Miss Diamond, is the respect for me as the wife in our home. When she rolled up in here, she disrespected, and it just all went to hell from there. Okay, and so when I
Hold,
did come
hold,
home
hold on,
and
Miss Grant,
when we
babe.
made
Hold on, Miss
choices,
Grant. I
stay.
don't mean to cut you off. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, Tap the screen, y'all. Follow the whole Hobby Show on TikTok and AM. Princess Honey, 25 to drop a box, 50 to bring a person back up. When I say your final words, that means someone paid to drop you. Princess Honey, say your final words, honey.
All right, all right. It's hilarious. Okay, so so basically, I guess what I said triggered some people, but it is what it is. I take it on the chin. Like I said, I think the best
Who's
thing she
doing
could
a lot
do
of
for her
moving in the
relationship,
background? Who moving around? Who
the best thing she could do with her relationship is let him have a relationship with his mom. You know what I mean? Don't be that parent. Don't be that person to be severing ties. As a Muslim, that's a big sin. You know, I know you're not
Go,
Muslim, but
Tia.
as a Muslim, we're encouraged to have relationships. Like, you're not supposed to sever ties. That's a major
Go,
sin
Tia.
according to Islam.
Okay.
So if you are in between a person's relationship, where it be as parents, that's seen as a big sin. You can't stop a man from seeing his mother, according to Islam. So just a little preaching here. Also, this is my advice to anyone here. If you know the mother doesn't like you, just leave. You know, just first thing you should do is that, I think. Yeah, that's all. And also, you know, I'm not saying any of these men, if you have a good relationship with your mom, is actually is a big blessing. Not a lot of people can say they have that. You know, I can't speak for your husband, but it looks that he doesn't have that. And I hope that it fixes. I hope that it gets better, with him and his mom, because again, no one
Go,
wants to be
DD.
with mommy issues. All right. Thank you anyways.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
host.
Princess Honey. Have a great
Thank
one, babe.
you. All
You
right.
welcome,
Take
babe.
care.
You too.
Diamond, I
All right.
want a 5-minute final word too, okay?
Okay.
I want to
So
recite my taxes, everything.
Miss Grant, honey, do you feel like um
I'm here.
Chris, honey, mute your mic, Chris. You truck loud. See, Deb, y'all chime in.
I would just want to get off real quick. Miss Grant, I just want I've been on your side and I've heard what you said, and I'm just gonna let you know you're you want to jump your husband to fight for you in the beginning. If it ain't about no money, fight for your husband. Let your husband know how you feel. Your husband loves his mother though, that's for sure. Um, every man loves his mother, you know, but when it comes to wives, we have to be each other's backbone. This day and age, everything is hard. It ain't 50-50 no more. It's 100-100, you know, and it gets rough. It gets tough. It slings you to the bottom. So if you love that man, if you want that man, you want to keep that man. If you think that man is going to be everything to you and have your back to the day that you take your last breath or the day he take his last breath, fight for that man. And I want you to be truly in your heart. Like, let that sink in. Take that man to his last breath, because I promise you he'll do it for you. But if you really think this is the brink, if you think that man is going to leave and go back to Alabama and never come back, let that man go. Let him go. Because if that's the case, then he wasn't supposed to be in there from the beginning, or he stayed just long enough to give you that life that y'all both was wanting. And that's my final piece. Just love each other. Love each other. You can't get along with her, it's okay, but let that man go if you feel like he's wanting to go. But if you want that man, fight for that man. Let him know how you feel. God bless y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes,
DT.
ma'am.
All right.
You're welcome.
No, I'm not gonna be a Mr. Grant. You said your son grown, right?
Yeah, he just turned 20.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna I kind of agree with Vessel. It's 20. Other than the fight, it's 22 years. Y'all done fought enough. If that man go to his mother's house and he don't come back, so be it. And as far as the prenup, like he didn't ask you to sign it before, so I wouldn't sign it now. It don't matter if he didn't ask what he was supposed to. That's his fault. He made that decision not to ask you, so him and his mama got to deal with the decision that he made. Oh, right. So if
He
22
asked
years
her.
later, if that man go to his mama's house and he don't come back, so be it. Y'all didn't did what y'all did. Y'all raised y'all child. You gonna be good. You gonna be set. But to keep trying to fight a situation that ain't gonna change, you just worrying yourself. His mama ain't changing. Shit, 22 years she ain't changing and you ain't changing. And I don't feel you wrong for standing up for yourself in your house, because at the end of the day, that's your house. She had no right to put her hands on you or come at you any kind of way. So you had every right to defend yourself. I don't give a damn if you went to jail. So be it. And I wouldn't let her back in my house either. Because you might not respect your son, but you're gonna respect me.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Deb, they're in the comments saying that's his house too. You ain't said nothing about his house.
Did you just hear what I said? If she don't respect her son. While we talking about her not respecting her, she don't even respect her son, because you're right. That's her son and her house.
Wait, did
You
Mama give
respected
him
your
the
son.
money for the house?
I got sons, and I would never go in my son's house and think that I can treat his wife or his girlfriend any kind of way. I wouldn't do that,
Did his
because that's
mom
their
give you guys
house.
the money for the house?
No, she did not.
Okay. He paid for the house though.
We both were working. We both contributed to the household.
Okay.
His mother didn't give us anything. She didn't even show up at the courthouse. She waited 5 years to come see her first grandchild.
It's a
Yeah,
hard it's a
that
hard
woman put in on
situation.
anything, if his mama put in on that house, believe me, she made it very clear. The way she's explaining her mother-in-law right now, if that woman put it on that house, she made it very clear. She ain't
Well,
gonna hide that
the
shit. She ain't
reason
gonna bite her tongue.
I asked is because she said Beverly couldn't do for herself then. So if he went and got a loan from his mother, she would feel entitled to come in that house and feel as though, she put up the money. This is the stomping ground. He might have gotten some cash from her.
I still wouldn't.
That
Even if
that
I
that.
gave my
So do
son
you
some
think
money, I
Brent?
wouldn't feel
So
entitled to
Brent, do
walk
you
in his
think
house and
he?
disrespect his
So
wife.
Brent, do you think he probably got some money from his mom and didn't tell you?
I,
Oh my
to the
God.
best of my knowledge, his mother did not contribute financially to the household, to the best of my knowledge, to this very day.
Not that you know of. Okay.
That
All
I
right.
know of.
Okay.
Okay.
And like I said, even if she did put some money in it, I still wouldn't think I could just come in their house and
But not
disrespect his
everybody is
pregnant
like
wife.
that.
I
And
can
not
see how y'all
everybody is
like
like that,
But
baby.
y'all know
she's
how
the
people
bad
is about
person.
their money. Y'all know how people is
Especially if
about their
they
money.
rich, they feel entitled to stuff. They just, they walk a different walk than somebody that is humble and is to the point where they understand that their children need to have a healthy life without them.
Yeah, like somebody in the comments said, if she don't like that woman, she didn't like her from the get-go. That's why she didn't go to the wedding. Let's be clear. She didn't come to the wedding because she already didn't like her. So I
I think
doubt
she
she
was
was going to give them
lying
any
too.
type of money to survive. She was hoping that marriage crashed from the get-go.
I think he
And
was
that's why when
probably
she
like,
got pregnant, she did the food.
Mama, I'm gonna get the prenup. She gonna sign the prenup. She gonna sign. And when he didn't provide it and she found out they got married, she was on the hottest thing smoking. So there's more to it. I think it's on his end. I think he was kind of weak and kind of, scared of everybody and just wanted to keep everybody happy, and it blew up in his face. He already had a baby coming on the way, so he wasn't going to walk away. It was just a hot mess.
And
Oh,
that's
so
true.
y'all,
It was a hot mess. That's a very true statement. It was a hot mess. I was working, 4 months pregnant. He was working, and when I looked up, she was standing in my doorway, going off on me.
so you got married after you got pregnant or before?
I, when I went to jail, they tested me and told me I was pregnant because I didn't think I could have children.
So this was after y'all marriage.
As
This was
after
after
we
y'all got
got
married.
married, we were living together. We were living together.
So the mother, like I said, the mama didn't like you from the get go because that's why she didn't come to the wedding.
Yeah.
She didn't like you then. It
So,
didn't even matter about you
I'm
being
over here
pregnant or
trying to
nothing. She
please
didn't like
this
you.
woman, trying to be, trying to see, how you doing. Is there anything you need? And it just seemed like the more I tried to, get her acceptance, the worse it got.
So how long did y'all date before y'all got married?
We dated for 2 years.
And you didn't know and she never showed you nothing?
Bam. I mean, the few times we went to Alabama, she, nice,
Oh, okay. So she didn't. Okay, so y'all didn't even live in Alabama when y'all was dating.
we lived in Orlando.
Oh yeah, she was being nice because she didn't think y'all was gonna get married. And once y'all got married, she knew you was locked in. So whatever money that he had, like Tree said, she was supposed to ask you to sign that prenup before y'all got married.
He didn't do what he
And
was
that made his mama even madder.
When he did come to me with the papers and I said, "What is this?" He said, "It's a prenup." I said, "I'm not signing it."
So y'all dated and married and everything for 22 years, right?
For 2 years, and then we've been married 22 years.
Oh, okay.
Let's go, Matthew.
So she was being cordial to you when y'all was coming to visit Alabama because she didn't expect for y'all to laugh. But when he actually married you, she knew you had access to whatever they had, which I don't know it is. So then she really let the claws out. Then you got pregnant, and then the claws came out even more.
Yep, and when she said what she said about she chooses her son's wives, I clicked. When I say I clicked, I came out of left field like Hurricane Beverly. And I didn't hold back.
Miss Beverly.
Yes.
I may have missed part of the story, but did she have kids? I mean, other kids? And do she treat their spouses the same way?
Yes, she has 2 sons and a daughter. Her and her daughter, her and her daughter could be walking on the same street, won't speak to each other. They will not speak to each other. Her daughter has been married twice, and her daughter's had some of the same issues when I later found out some things, and they don't speak at all to each other. They don't even sit in the same room with each other. See, I didn't know what I was getting into when I married into this family. I didn't know she was this way.
And Ms. Grant, you said you didn't sign a prenup, right?
No, ma'am. He came to me with it, and I said, "No, I'm not signing." I said, "What the hell is this?" He said, "It's a prenup." I said, "I'm not signing it."
What about?
But you was already 4 months pregnant.
Where's his dad at? What's the
Have a good
relationship
day.
like
I'm about to
with
go
his
chase this money.
All right, Club. See you later.
dad? What's the relationship like with his dad? Is he around?
His dad is still around, still alive, and him and his dad get along very well with each other.
But they're not. But him and the mom and her dad not together.
What the dad got? What the hell?
I'm trying to see if she can. I want to know. I want to know if the mom can have a relationship with anybody.
Oh,
I mean, I got a reason for my questions. I'm just trying to figure out is there anybody she like?
The mama can't have no relationship with nobody. Sound like she the B word all day, every day.
Can I say something? I'm listening to. I've been in here since the whole conversation started. Your husband should have spoke up for you. He didn't. And if you feel like he's gonna leave, if he do go visit his mother, he wasn't for you.
Amen.
He is not. Maybe he's not the man you think he should have been, or maybe he's not the man you think he should be. Because anytime a man gets married, he is supposed to put everything away, and you are supposed to come first, regardless to whether he got a mother, grandmother, sister, whatever the case may be. You are the first before anything. So if you feel in your heart that you think he would leave and never come back, he wasn't yours. He was just somebody you spent time with. You had a great time, or he had a great time. Because most men stand on their own 2 feet, whether they, telling their mother, grandmother, whoever it is, they're going to let them know This is my wife. This ain't my girlfriend. This is somebody I chose to say I do. And like the other guy said, you need to talk to him and let him know how you feel. And if
She
he,
don't really need to talk to him because shit, they 22 years in. The mother is like
yeah,
passed
but
out at this
I
point.
mean, they still go. I mean, they still living together. But she feel like if he leave, he's not gonna come back. So what does that tell you?
I'm
Their
not living
their
like that.
their
I'm not
relationship
gonna
is
live
not
like
that
that.
secure.
I'm
Because
not
if
gonna
it
live like
was,
that.
he can go to Diddy Wah Diddy and come back. But if she feel like he's not gonna come back, their
So,
relationship is not that secure. Not at all.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I have a
hey,
quick question
hey,
because I'm
Miss
almost
Pratt,
at work.
Miss Pratt,
Um,
I'm getting ready to
I'm,
drop
I'm,
y'all because I know my line of questioning take y'all down the wrong road. But you've been married to this guy for
Don't do
what
it,
20
Vessel.
some damn years, right? And out of those 20 years, was this the biggest problem y'all had, or did y'all have a actual healthy marriage?
We had a really good marriage. But that day she showed up at our front doorstep and said and did what she did, it has forever hurt our marriage, changed our marriage, hurt me, and it will never be the same.
But that was at the very, very beginning, and
Yeah, even
y'all
now.
chose to stay. Y'all chose to stay. So was
We
there
chose to
ever a point of
stay.
forgiveness? Because even you stayed. It sounded like you stayed, but you didn't let it go. And y'all been living under that roof with and you've been just band-aiding your marriage for all of these years when you really didn't want to go. Why you stay so long?
she got
I,
pregnant, Vessel.
I got pregnant.
So she got
We had
pregnant.
two children to raise, and
Okay.
I stayed. We when I came home the next day, we sat on the porch. He told me what he wanted. I told him what I wanted. He let it be known what how he
Some
felt,
of y'all need to
and I
stop acting like
felt.
some of these mamas ain't out here and you having to fight with the mama as if she's the one married to the goddamn son and you the side chick. That's how some of these mamas be. Why y'all acting
Exactly.
like that shit don't happen?
Exactly. It does,
And
and it's
so
Yeah,
sickening.
I've never experienced it, but
I
I know
just
it exists.
I stayed, and you're absolutely right. I own my shit. I stayed. I stood my ground, and I wasn't going to be pushed around in my own home. But I think what hurt me the most, Vessel, was not being defended and protected as wife. And I will never drop that shit
But you
because
have a
he
grudge
Divine,
against him
I don't
this
care what you
long?
talking about, Divine. Yeah, I don't know. I can say that you might be
period.
partially
When
right.
she stood up
That
in
I
that
fought the mama and I stayed the side chick to the mama. Then maybe so, but goddamn it, I handled mine with her ass. I don't care.
The
I
grant,
hit
So,
her
you
ass
so
and
let
have
I
me
a
hit
ask
her
you this,
grudge
Miss
leg.
against
Grant.
him
Miss
this
Grant,
long.
did
And
did he
Scott, don't you
defend
get
you
up
in
here
other
talking no
aspects
shit
of
to
your
me about me
relationship?
kicking my mother-in-law ass, cause she can get it
Did
again. You
he
could
did
join
he
her.
defend you in other aspects of the relationship? Was
Definitely
there any,
back.
or was just the only thing?
what was that, Vessel?
I said, did he
I don't want to
defend you
say
in other aspects of the relationship? Was that his mother? Was that the only thing?
Our relationship was fine until she did what she did.
did that.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
morning,
talking about
Diamond. Good
physically.
morning.
Did
Bessie, you
he?
said you
Did
had one question. I'm almost at work.
Good
Bessie,
morning.
you
Good
said you
morning.
had one
okay,
question.
go
Good
ahead,
morning,
boss lady,
love.
knock yourself out.
Um, good morning, panel, also in comments. I certainly do not want to belittle your situation, but I have a question. Do you think that you're more upset about him? Do you think that you're more upset about the charges and the 24 hours in jail than disrespect from your mother-in-law? Which one do you think you're more upset about?
I was more upset about looking at my husband being handcuffed, going to jail for defending my own house and defending myself, and
Understood.
to just and I told him when I look back at him, I said I will be back in 24 hours because I had never been arrested. So when I got back home and we were sitting out on the porch hashing it out, And he told me what he wanted, and I told him what I wanted. And he said, well, what else do you want? I said, after what your mother did, she can never, ever set foot in this house again.
So why didn't you forgive him after that?
He made
Both
a
of y'all
choice.
put y'all feet in the ground and it never could get resolved.
He made a choice. I said, after what went down, I said, your mother can't come back, period. Now, if you want to meet out in public or whatever, we put up in a hotel, fine. But as far as her coming back to this house, that's not going to happen. No.
But Grant, why wouldn't you forgive him after y'all came to that resolution? You've been holding a grudge against him for what, 22 years?
I'm not holding a grudge against him.
You're mad at him still. You're pissed at him.
I'm not holding a grudge against him. He had a choice to defend me as his wife, and he stood there and let this go down in front of family members, other people. The whole neighborhood saw this.
Look what you keep saying. Look what you keep saying. You are 100% holding a grudge. I am not going to let you get away with this. Because all these women are taking your side, trying to say, woe is me, woe is me. Ma'am, you stop talking.
I gotta go to work.
You already stopped talking. I started and you stopped. You stopped. Now,
I normally like you, Scott. I don't like you tonight. I don't like you today.
Hold on. You stop talking.
Hold on, let him do it. Let him finish.
You start, listen to me. You got married to this guy because you got pregnant. He never wanted to marry you. You were already together for 2 years. No, you are not talking right now. This is not your turn.
It wasn't even your turn.
I'm not done. I'm not done. Hey, can you quiet her, please? Can you quiet her, please? Listen to me. Nobody took your side there. There was 10, 15 people at that house? I don't care if it was 3. No one took your side because you tried to go up against a lady, a mother. They called assault on you for a reason. If it were any other little mishap, somebody would have separated it out. You kept going at this lady. I wasn't even there. You deserve to go to jail. You said, how do I look fighting her and I'm pregnant? You didn't find out you were pregnant until you went to jail. I am tired of the lies. I am tired of the woe is me and the victim. You are not it. Your husband never should have married you. He stayed with you because you had a kid and he wanted to be a role model and his parents are together and he didn't want his kid to have a broken home.
And the thing is, I just want to cut in and say that the husband was a Marine, so he wasn't potential. And then you said he went to jail. He was in handcuffs for defending you. So did he defend you or did he not?
She didn't say that.
I said, I went to jail. I never said it. He never went to jail. I said, I went to jail. My husband never went to jail.
You definitely said it. Everybody in the comments said it too. You definitely said.
No, she didn't say nothing about her husband going to jail. She said she went to jail.
She did.
She went to jail just like I did, except my belly was all the way out there.
Auntie Pearl, she did say she made a mistake. She said it on accident. She said, because when one of y'all asked her what her most boss lady, she asked her 2 questions. She said seeing him go in handcuffs, but she didn't mean to say he. She probably meant herself. But she did say he.
Me going to jail.
Grant, goddamn well, you fucking wrong for holding a goddamn grudge. And y'all know damn well all that bullshit is 50-50. The mama, nope, y'all been talking. The mama is on her bullshit and you on your bullshit too. And your husband ain't got no fucking backbone. He a weak ass motherfucker. He ain't got no goddamn backbone as a man between you and the damn mama. That's his problem. You married a weak, spineless ass man, and your ass taking advantage of it. Cause you know damn well he ain't gonna say shit because you gonna cuss his goddamn ass out and he gonna hear it to the end of time. And you know goddamn well it was some shit said that made that woman mad at your ass. Cause you goddamn y'all was young as hell, and cause all of a sudden y'all was getting along and all of a sudden y'all bumping heads. Because you done cussed that goddamn woman out and she done cussed your ass out too. And y'all come up here with all that coddling talking about, I went through the same thing. All y'all got mouths. Women gonna bump heads and mamas gonna bump heads too. Y'all coming with that bullshit. Your husband, he should be ashamed of his goddamn self, because I'll tell you right goddamn now, that wouldn't be me, because I'd be seeing my mama bringing them over, and I'd be telling your ass, my mama coming over this goddamn house. If you don't like it, I'll see your ass in court.
That
Y'all
boss man. I'm just trying to ask you, when I told you what I thought she was wrong at, boss man.
Well, you
Don't
was
get up
just
here.
wrong then. You said she is the blame woman. She's the blame.
She ain't
Her and that damn woman.
Auntie, how you phrased it, you did come off that way.
Yeah, don't try to change your words now, Auntie.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say
Don't change your damn words with me now, woman.
Auntie, you know I love you to death.
Now go on mute back up, Pearl, because we ain't talking about you and your weak ass husband you was dealing with. Now mute back up. It ain't your day. Grant, now you know damn, go on mute back up, Pearl. We ain't talking about your day. Now Grant, you know damn well your ass wrong. Goddamn fucking with that woman and got that man not seeing his damn mama. And you know damn well you taking advantage of that man because you know he weak. Diamond even said it. You got a weak ass man. And that man ain't gonna stand up to his woman. Y'all was young, y'all was in y'all 20s or whatever. That man ain't gonna stand up to his mama. Even if y'all fussing, that's his mama. And he ain't even stand up to you now. We ain't talking family business. I'm coming in there. That man know you ain't gonna shut up. So hey, baby, can you just stay over here? I ain't staying no goddamn where. I'm coming in there because this is my house. That man, that's why he ain't saying shit. Because he know that you're a volcano ready to go. Weak ass man. I'm dropping Diamond.
TheBlaqqdiamondShow.com.